YouTube, you already know who it is. Your favorite black creator, Black again with another video. We're back in the studio, okay? I landed on the passenger seat in the end. In the end, I decided the passenger seat was where I was gonna remain, okay? I know there's gonna be protests, I know there's gonna be riots in the street, okay? But I reckon you guys just fucking get over it. I didn't want any spinal injuries, okay?
Spinal.
As you can probably tell by the thumbnail, today is a great day for mankind because today is the day we're gonna be reacting to the man, the myth, the Prince of Gotham. Self-proclaimed Prince of Gotham, I might add. This man goes by the name of King Azoulay, and he is a man of many backstories, and that's what we want to analyze today. We want to dig deep, we want to get to the root of his villain origin story.
Look me in the eye. Tell me, what do you see? Do you see the warrior inside of me? I call myself half man, half god.
Anything that comes my way, if you stand in front of me,
I'll take you down.
And that, I believe, was a recorded conversation between him and his psychiatrist. So, as you can imagine, this guy's a real kooky character. We're in for a wild ride.
When I was 10, my dad took me to the doctor, and he was like, what did you do to this kid? Are you giving him steroids? He's like, no, the kid doesn't stop lifting things, doesn't stop doing pull-ups, push-ups. So I don't know what to do with him.
What are we gonna do with him? He's been doing the push-ups equivalent of steroids. I mean, what are we gonna do? Keeps doing basic bodyweight exercises. Fuck, what are we gonna do? Doctors are always trying to distinguish the difference between push-ups and steroids because the effects are so similar. But in terms of like a timeline, I'd say this is where his origin story begins, okay? So as far back as he can remember, this guy was always addicted to push-ups, okay? He's been going to Push-Ups Anonymous for a while now. But let me quickly show you how I was introduced to this Hellcat.
Your girlfriend cheated on you? Yes! Another better one is coming. If not one, 10. If not 10, 1,000. You crash your car? Yes! Great, a better one is coming.
Look, I hate to be the one to have to tell you this, but your son's been in a terrible motorcycle accident.
Oh my god, how is he?
I'm sorry to say it, but unfortunately he's dead.
Yes! Get in. What is it, Christmas? Oh, result.
No, you don't understand because a better one is coming. If not one, then 10, so...
That ginger guy's hilarious. Yeah, I was the guy that made that super duper viral video, whatever.
People look at me as soon as I walk in, and they're like,
who is this guy? I look like I'm going to hurt somebody. I don't look like I walk into a place and I'm just coming to have a good time. I'm coming to eat lunch. When I walk in, it's like I'm literally going to hurt somebody.
This is good. No, this is good. I think this is his classic clip. Because what you want, guys, what you want ideally when you walk into a room is to be completely fucking unapproachable, okay? When I walk into a room, no one fucking speaks to me. It's amazing. When I walk into a room, no one comes up to me, so I just go and sit in the corner on my own because I just look so unapproachable. It's a dream come true. It's important to get very caught up on what people are thinking about you. You know, when you walk into the room, you know, these, what are they thinking? They probably think I'm going to hurt someone. They probably think I'm going to hurt someone. Just chest up, walking like you've shit yourself. Terrifying. I walk in like I'm going to hurt someone. I don't walk in like I've come to have lunch. But what if you have come to have lunch? Isn't that a bit counterintuitive? Guy arrives at lunch like it's a fucking boxing ring walkout. Guy's got his WWE theme song playing when he walks to lunch.
So I ordered you a sandwich like you asked.
Right.
No, I don't know him.
These are both for me.
From that point on, my dad knew he couldn't take off. Now I was 13. He picked up a stick, a wooden stick, and he went to hit me over the head. And I did this, and it broke. And then I took it out of his hand, threw it on the floor, kicked him in the leg, picked him up, and threw him on the coffee table.
There it is. He finally cracked. He finally overdosed on fucking push-ups or whatever. It's the dad's fault. The dad should have known, man. The dad should have known. He knew he was addicted at 10. He knew how much that kid loved to push and to pull. He should have had him put down. I love it though. It's a fight scene fresh out the Dark Knight. Very much a movie fight scene. Well, without the cameras, obviously. Because if there were cameras, there'd be proof. And he runs a no-proof policy with his stories.
when I was 13, that was the first time I started working for my dad. He threw me up in the attic, said, go change all the insulation. I was sick for 2 weeks. He didn't give me a suit. He didn't give me a mask. I was up there doing it all by myself. Came out, I was itching for 4 days. I was sick, I had pneumonia. I went to the hospital. They said I almost died. I had fiberglass in my lungs.
God damn it, age 13 was a rough year for my man. He couldn't catch a break.
Unless it involved
Breaking a coffee table.
Do you know why people wear boxing gloves? So they don't fuck up their hands by hitting somebody's head. Your head is the strongest bone in the body.
It's not. You know, it's not the strongest bone in the body, but sometimes it's cool to just say stuff.
And if you train it and bang it enough for a whole year, it becomes 4 times thicker.
He's talking about banging his head against the wall for a full year. Now, I can believe that. I can happily sit back and say, I believe he's probably been doing that. That would explain so much. After hearing some of this guy's takes and stories, I imagine his head and the wall have a very close relationship.
My mom had really big boobs.
So I remember my mom, my aunts, everybody. Like as a little child, the thing that I had to always avoid was like my aunt's tit, not to hit me in the head. And then coming here, all of a sudden, no women have boobs.
And you're like Floyd Mayweather. You're used to dodging.
I'm used to dodging.
What? Yeah, that sounds traumatic. It's interesting how no one in that room thought, that was a weird thing to say. That was just another conversation in their book, okay? It says a lot about that crew. It wasn't just his dad trying to hit him, it was his auntie, his mum, somewhat indirectly, but still, this is how he trained for those 5v1 scraps.
I come in to kill you. When I punch somebody, I don't punch their head. I'm imagining my fist going through their head, the back of their head. Their head gets stuck here on my elbow.
That's where these UFC fighters are going wrong. They're doing all this bloody training, morons. All you gotta do is just imagine your fist is going straight through. Instead of pulling the punch, it goes through, and that literally changes everything. How did no one ever think of that?
3 people that go to hell no matter what. A judge. Why does a judge go to hell? Because he judges you. Who is he to judge me? There is a God up there. He's the only one who could judge me. A lawyer. Why does a lawyer go to hell? Because he constantly has to lie. And a doctor.
Moral of the story is, if you're employed, you're going to hell, player, there's no shot for you. Trust me, if you take a sneak peek at heaven, those cats haven't worked a day in their life. It's full of basement dwellers, nepo babies, and influencers.
If you're a shop assistant, you're going to hell because they charge you.
Who are you to charge me?
When I meet somebody, do you know how I run a testosterone test on them? You look at their hands. If this finger right here is longer than this finger, your testosterone level is high. If this finger is at the same level, that means your testosterone is very low. If it's shorter, you probably squat to pee.
Ah, fuck, I'm nervous. It's like a COVID test. Oh, thank God. Oh, we're laughing. Fuck yeah, I've got an erection to prove it.
Testosterone, baby.
In that video, his not equal. I'm pretty sure they're in the same level, yeah. Like, he just threw himself into the trenches for no reason. But yeah, at least he's putting his bro science degree to good use. Because that test was, you know... Yeah, when it comes to studying in school, guys, don't do it. Just do less studying. Studying's boring and it's for old people and it's outdated. Just keep getting expelled, okay, just through violence, whatever you can muster up, right? Until they stop, you know, force feeding you information. When you come out of school, you gotta make sure you're a full-on fucking moron. Unemployable. Despicable results. And you just won't be able to stop bloody inventing things.
So I called my bank, and when I called them, I asked for $250,000. Now, for me, $250,000 is not much money. As you guys could understand, $250,000 is not much money.
Sorry to interrupt, guys. Are you guys not going to ask about the
Pile of cash I brought with me.
No, I feel like you should probably ask about the guy. Hey, you know, came all this way to not be asked about.
Whenever you get asked on a podcast, guys, it's important to bring a pile of straight currency, just in case anyone assumes that $250,000 is a lot of money to you, because you can be like, guys, if you're not, you know.
That's the beauty that we are actually superhuman. There's something called microfractions. Little microfractions that you cause when hitting the bone thickens the bone.
Yeah, microfractions. That's why we're all superhuman. We're just so good at bloody math, it's out of this world.
You were clearly good at martial arts.
Because the martial arts that people did here is different than what I used to do, right? I used to sit there and bang my bones all day with bamboo sticks and a hammer. Like I would hit my shins with a hammer
all fucking day.
All day.
Yes. Wait, why? It's already self-defense, is it? It's just self-harm. I don't know how he fit his self-harm routine into his busy schedule of like
banging his head against the wall, being in counter-terrorism, being in the mafia, just fighting crime, you know, in Gotham.
Our friend Mr. Azoulay here has recently started beef with another self-proclaimed alpha male with a beard called Ali. What do we know about this Ali guy? He says sort of similar stuff and he meets girls at funerals.
Best place is not to a wedding. You know, that's the worst spot to try to find a woman. You know where the best spot is to find a real genuine lady?
At a funeral.
So he's just sort of Will Ferrell from Wedding Crashers, but, you know, angrier.
What an idiot.
Ali, I DM'd you. Let's see you DM me back.
Want to talk shit? First class, coming right to you.
I'm coming right to your backyard. You hear me? I made my first
$1 when you were still in your mom's womb.
It's a strange fucking insult.
I am old as shit, brother.
So...
Ali, you're a nice guy, but you're not speaking to somebody that will just let you speak this way, you know? What the fuck are you gonna do?
Anyway, guys, then it got really, really, really violent. Trust me on that one, okay? So the cameraman suddenly developed special needs and started filming the floor. So as you can tell, the beef is really real. It exists and it's really real. Won't dive too deep into that. Obviously, it was some really high IQ arguments there, as you can imagine. And it was mostly just arguing about religion. So I'll just steer clear.
Nobody speaks to me this way.
It feels like he's a man in front of people.
Yeah.
Believe me.
When I walk into a room,
What? There was something sexual about that. I didn't like that at all. Guys caressing the guy's shoulder saying, you can feel me. No shit.
The first day that we met, I gave her both of my phones, and I said, here are my phones,
Here are my exes. Here is what I've done. Here is where I've been. You want to look? Look. You don't want to look?
here are pictures that I've had.
You go through the folder.
That's how he met his wife. And they say romance is dead. He gave her both of his phones. I can't tell if that's a flex or he's just a trapper. Here are pictures I've had. Pictures he's had. Miscellaneous pictures he's had. Are these nudes? Are these nudes? He keeps in a folder. The folder of nudes. You can have that. That's all yours. Feast your eyes. And we'll have to assume this is when they first met. This was the intro. So remember, guys, when you meet a woman for the first time, before she introduces herself, you dodge that intro and you deliver 2 phones, folder of nudes, okay? And then you step back and enjoy the moisture. Enjoy the moisture. What a despicable line.
That was diabolical.
King Solomon is actually one of my ancestors. Most people don't know. King Solomon, King David, they're in my ancestor blood. Some people compare me
With my wisdom to King Solomon.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know if you can DNA test that one. They compared his wisdom to King Solomon. But, like, as a joke? Like, were they joking? To be fair, I do get compared to Henry VIII all the time, so I think he's in the family tree.
One day I got into a fight and I ended up beating the out of like 5 of them. And the boss, he took out a gun, put it to my head, told me to stop fighting.
And then he said, I'm Batman. Like I said on the TikTok, this guy does not get in a scrap unless there's absolute numbers. He's like the Bonnie Blue of scrapping. That's a lot of guys. That's a lot of guys, all right. And he got all this from just bashing his knees with a hammer or whatever. What are they teaching in schools? What are they teaching in sports class in PE? Why do they just give the kids a hammer and just say, do your worst? Who knew that the emo kids were just ahead of the curve when it comes to self-defense? With all that self-harming business, they were just prepping themselves for these like 30v1 scraps.
He told me, I'm not gonna you, I just want you to stop. And he looked me in the eyes and he realized I was a young boy.
So what about this guy's eyes? He's obsessed. Look into my eyes and you'll see a young boy.
When we went outside, he talked to me like a dad. He asked me how old I was. I said 15.
Yeah, I hope he didn't talk to him like his dad would have, or he would have picked him up
and thrown him through a coffee table.
you joined his team.
Yeah, I became one of the guys in the I was named the Kid, and it was the Russian mob. It's called the Red Mob.
Wow, that's tight.
Yeah.
He's telling the truth.
He is, though. He just is. The mafia. Oh, my God. This guy has done it all, and he's not afraid to tell you about it.
I've been to clubs. I don't remember any of the girls. I've been to fucking nude beaches in Europe. Don't remember any of the women. I've been with thousands of women myself. I don't remember the smell of their hair. All I remember is my wife. How can we remember?
Yes. Well, that'll be down to all that headbanging till failure you've been doing. I mean, at least it's working.
Can't remember a bloody thing about them. Not one thing. It's crazy. And that's a flex for some reason. Yeah, I can only remember my wife. And the only reason I can remember her is because I see her every fucking day. Okay? And even then, sometimes she'll go to the shops for 2 hours. She'll come back, I'll be like, who are you? And then she has to remind me, it's brilliant, but the Shaolin Monks.
After many years of training, I trained all types of martial arts. I was training my fists, my elbows, my knees, and my shins to become indestructible.
I don't know if you can consider those individual types of martial arts, just sort of naming all your body parts that you've been bashing against the wall. Your fists, your elbows, and your knees are not different types of martial arts. Maybe they are. I could be so wrong at this point. At the end of the day, I haven't trained with the Shaolin Monks. And this guy, he hates to mention it, but this guy has.
I trained with some Shaolin monks.
Who are the strongest humans in the world? The Shaolin Monks.
I trained with them.
You see, when you take a king and you put him in a circus, the circus doesn't turn into a palace. The king turns into a clown.
What I am is the Batman.
You heard it here first, guys, but we already knew. He's Batman, okay? If Batman, you know, flunked school and self-harmed and trained for combat by dodging his mum's voluptuous tits when he was a kid. And with that final confirmation, I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope you've enjoyed the bloody video, and if you have, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.